Hello and welcome to the very first results episode show thing for Two Truths and a Lie. So the pilot, it's kind of what I expected. I wanted 5 before I would make results, but 4 is good enough. It's the 4 people that I kind of expected were going to answer. I know I asked for 5, but that was being kind of hopeful. I kind of figured I was going to get the 4 people who normally comment on all my videos. So I'll just stick with 4 because it was a variety of answers. Now there was 3 stories I told you. If you are watching this and you're confused and you want to, partake and guess, don't watch this. Click here and it'll take you to Two Truths and a Lie, the actual quiz show thing where I tell you 3 stories and 2 of them are true, 1 of them is a lie. You have to guess the lie. So if you went and watched it and you're coming back to see the results, or if you're just already guessed and whatnot, this is the results video of the pilot episode of Two Truths and a Lie. I told you the story about how I got a Snorlax doll, how Legend of Zelda was my first video game, and how my sister's hamster's tooth overgrew and it starved to death. There were 4 guesses. 2 of them were for the 3rd story, because I think part of the reason why they guessed that is because it's kind of the cruelest story about how my sister's hamster starved to death because its tooth overgrew, and yeah. I'm sorry about those 2 people, but they were wrong. That actually happened. It wasn't my hamster, so I wasn't really sad about it because I didn't really know what was going on. I just remember putting it in a shoebox and burying it in the backyard, and my sister was kind of upset. So, yeah, sorry about telling you that if you're upset about that. I'm sorry. So that leaves 2 left. The Legend of Zelda and the Snorlax doll. Now, Matt, you guessed that it was the Snorlax doll story. Now, I like the way you thought guessing this Snorlax doll, because it wasn't like an outrageously unbelievable story like the hamster's tooth overgrowing, and it wasn't an extremely believable story like Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past being my first video game. So I liked where you were thinking there, going for the one in the middle. And Greg, your guess of the lie was that my first video game ever was A Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, because it was the most believable, and, I like the way you thought there, too, because the most believable one is a lot of the times a lie. So yeah, I was hoping that I would trick somebody, because, I was hoping that everybody would pick the hamster one, because it was, that was the one that I had set in my mind. I was like, this is what's gonna get people, because it's so outrageous. But yeah, I ended up getting guesses for everything, so somebody was right. So, it's time to reveal which one was the lie. Drum roll, please! I'm the only one here. Yeah. Well, my oven's preheated, so I better cut to the chase. Greg, you had the right idea. That was the lie. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past was my favorite video game for Super Nintendo, but it was not my first. To tell you the truth, I don't remember my exact first video game, but it was either the combination Mario game thing, or it was a bunch of different Mario games, or it was Mario Kart. But yeah, it was for the Super Nintendo. So yeah, that was the results. Tune in next time. And I'm thinking about posting a vlog tomorrow, so don't hold me to that, because last time I said that I didn't post anything for like 2 weeks. Oh, and if you're watching this or whatever and you want me to make another one of these, I've already had a couple of ideas for another Two Truths and a Lie, so just tell me if this was a cool idea, or if you want me to have a certain theme, because I thought about that too. The pilot episode was just random ones, but if you want a theme like video games or family vacations or something like that, just tell me and I'll make it themed. Or if you didn't like this at all and you wanted me to just not do it anymore, tell me that too. So until next time, I'm Shadefrost, the real one. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.